Hello. Hi. Good morning. It is I, Maddie, aka Trail Canvas, and I struggle with creating content for YouTube. So, with that being said, you're going to notice in this video there are photos and video footage from multiple different points since the last time you saw me here. One of the biggest things I want to talk about in this video is Art and Found Day. Future editing Maddie here. Don't get your hopes up. I don't share too much about Art and Found Day. If I'm gonna be honest, it didn't go as planned, but here's what I have anyway. And that's where a lot of the footage comes from. But other than that, consider this a day in the life. What I get up to / hang out with me. Okay, so first things first, we're going to the schoolhouse to get art supplies. I need to show you what the outfit looks like for farm chores. This is what we wear for farm chores, our PJs, because it's the weekend and we don't care. And who's coming to visit us? Nobody. If you live in the prairies, then you probably know that this is a nice spring day. 12 degrees and gusting winds of about, 54 kilometers, 56 kilometers, somewhere around there. Yeah, so I guess best way to explain is secure everything and don't get caught somewhere where you might get smacked on the head by something. Do I remember what I came in here for? No. But we're about to find out. Campuses for Art and Found Day. So I'm just gonna take a look around in my stuff and see what I can find. Okay, so my search in the schoolhouse was inconclusive. Kind of, I guess. I only found 2 canvases. I'll have to do a little more digging, but I got things that I needed for this week, I guess I should say. Now I'm going to get dressed and look somewhat presentable for going into town. Not that anybody's gonna care or notice. Yeah, I plan to look for spots to put my art for Art and Found Day and just do in-town errands that I need to do. So I'm gonna go get dressed and then I'm going to pack my bag and get ready to go. So I was gonna take myself for lunch today, but I kind of left later than I intended. So I think I'm just gonna grab some greasy cheeseburger from somewhere and continue on with my day because I still have about 20 minutes before I get to where I'm going to make my first drop, and I keep telling myself, oh, I don't need to go there today, I don't need to go there today, but like, I kind of do need to go there today because I need to get footage and take photos so I can make content. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab a greasy cheese and be on my way. Yeah, so the first place is closed, second place is kind of busy, but found some spots I think I'm gonna put some art. First place is probably closed due to weather and conditions, so that just means this stop gets more than 1 or 2 packages. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop taking up parking. I'm gonna catch my breath and slowly make my way home back to the town where I live. I have a few places to stop and photograph and film for, excuse me, my promotional video. I really need to catch my breath. Yeah, my promotional video, and then errands. Anyway, gotta go. People want to park. I'll be honest, I'm at my final stop for the day, and I feel like my day didn't go as planned as I wanted it to, and I'm slightly annoyed by that because, like, I did plan my day. It's just doing things later in the afternoon, I don't know, it tires me out more. I'm like a morning person. I'd rather get up, get my stuff done early in the morning, and then go about my day, but I had plans to visit an artist today at 2 p.m. who ended up being there earlier, so I missed it. So that's unfortunate, but whatever, can't do anything about stuff like that. I'm at my final stop. I'm very grateful that I had an Amazon package come in today. It wasn't supposed to be here till Monday, and I'm glad it came today because it's packaging for my art prints and stuff that I'm gonna do for Art and Found and for my Patreon, which I should really start promoting and talking about. Yeah, final thing for the day, and then I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna yap and do some art and just chit-chat about things and stuff. So, almost there. Hello, hi. I'm back at home. My day was kind of a day. I probably already mentioned this before. The first place that I went to was closed, due to, like, weather, I'm assuming, and the conditions. The second spot I went to was very crowded today. Probably one, because it's a weekend, and it's a really nice weekend day. Yeah, but it's perfect because the first location is closed. I'm able to put more at the second location for people to find. So I found 2 spots at the second location where I'm going to put art. What I mean by second location, first location, third location, I am the only artist as of right now, last I checked. I'm the only artist in my area and the little surrounding areas. So I'm trying to kind of branch out of my town, because, yeah, like, the best way to put it is the MD is huge. Like, it's not just my town. Like, there's people from, like, the next little town over who have to come here for all their shopping or whatever. So I'm like, well, they have to like doing things in their area too, so why not hide and seek for art, I guess. Is that putting a lot of pressure on myself? Yes. Do I care? No. Because honestly, it's not just me. Mr. Trail is helping. He's gonna take a few to his job. I don't really know, I feel like I say this in every single video, I don't really know what kind of content to post on YouTube until I'm sitting here in front of a camera talking for a long period of time about nothing. Well, something. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the little process of me getting ready for Art and Found Day. I'm gonna include some pictures and videos of where my art ends up, like where I place it, what I am giving away, and some of the process behind creating those things, which I need to get a start on right now. Hello, hi, feature editing Maddie here again. This is it for Art and Found Day. I hope you enjoyed what I did talk about and share. However, I'm not a content creator, so filming the actual art process and where I placed my art kind of slipped my mind. I also ran out of time because I'm an expert at procrastination. So, yeah, this is Art and Found Day. I hope you enjoyed. A quick disclaimer. Whatever you're hearing behind me is either the coffee pot or the cat. I've organized an art trade. And the art that I've created is actually a recreation of an art piece that I made for my friend Renika. I didn't want to really recreate the piece for someone else because I created it for my best friend. However, there are lots of differences that make them completely separate. It's just a similar idea. So right now, I'm just going on to Canada Post and making sure that I have the package declared, but also create a shipping label. I'm also going to make a few prints and get a few little trinkets together that I've made, because that's who I am. I'm like, here, have my art for free, but also have all these extras for free. I don't want to give too much information because I don't know if this video is going to be out before or after the other person gets their trade. So I don't want to talk too much about it. However, in future, I do want to do more art trades. With that being said, I do have a Patreon. What was I saying? Right, it's been a while. Train derailed. Wow. Oh, yeah, my day not going as planned. Right. So, I had plans last night. Go to bed late, wake up later, and then by the time I wake up, I could get up and go and start doing the things that I need to do, because as I've said before, I think maybe, I like to get up and go do my things when I get up in the morning, because my brain is fresh. All the information in my brain is fresh. I've just slept on everything that I've thought about, and it's just how my brain works. The longer I wait to go and do things, the more I talk myself out of it, and I'm really trying hard to work around that. I like to set an alarm 10 minutes before I leave, so that way I can focus on a task. So like, let's say I have something to do at 2 p.m. I'm gonna set my alarm for 1:40, 1:45, maybe even 1:50. And I'm gonna sit and I'm either gonna do art, or I'm gonna watch a show, or I'm gonna read, or I'm gonna go outside until my alarm goes off. And then I know when the alarm goes off, then I can get ready to go and do the things. But sometimes it doesn't always work out like that, because my brain is just like too many ideas at once. But that's where journaling comes in. Your girl has a lot of journals. I wanted to leave an hour ago. But I've been trying to figure out how to create my own shipping label and troubleshooting my printer, which is now working. I've made the box. I've prepared everything that's ready to go. This is what I mean. One thing doesn't go as planned, and then the rest of the day just... I try. And I'm still getting things done. It's just later in the day than I wanted to. And I can't really complain because I still have 2 days off of work after today. But like, today's like, it's Friday. Lots of people are gonna have the weekend off. They don't want to be at work. So like, the earlier I can get in to do my stuff, the quicker we can all have a weekend. Like I'm sure I've mentioned, you can't have a nice day here in the prairies without also having gusting winds. Yeah, so today's high, I believe, is 16 degrees Celsius. And 16 degrees Celsius brings 60-kilometer winds, 70-kilometer gusting. It is bright outside. Yeah, so it's days like these, every day, where I'm quickly reminded that I should maybe invest in like one of those little microphones. One day, when I can actually afford it. The life of a struggling artist. Yeah, so what time is it? I guess I could start the car. Excuse me, it's 11:30. I am 2.5 hours behind. Whatever, let's go. I have my phone rested on the steering wheel and I'm parked at the gate at the end of my driveway. I'm trying my best not to move my hands. So any movement that you see is likely from the wind blowing my vehicle. And I kind of wish I didn't go out today because I now have to get out of the car to unlock the gate. Living here means a new hairdo every time you step outside. As you can see, I'm home now. Yeah, I didn't really record much out and about. And that's because when I get out and about, my main focus is making sure that I do all the things that I need to do and getting them done. I don't focus on pulling my phone out and recording, walking into every store or business or establishment, whatever. I did remember when I was sitting down for lunch to sit down and like calm down and, you know, really take in the reward I was giving myself. It's something that I'm working on, just to improve. Hello, Bella. Just to improve like my health, mental health, and just my ability of doing things on my own. I get very anxious when out in public. I get very overwhelmed very easily, and I just yeah, so I took myself on a date and I recorded my lunch, obviously. Not much, but proof that I took myself out. I got my art trade sent off to Australia. Super excited. I have the tracking for that somewhere so I can keep an eye on it. My trade should be here soon, and I almost don't want to open it until she gets hers. But we'll see. I did my adulting, I went for lunch, and I didn't really like steer clear of my path today, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I don't know where else I was going with this. I did all the things, I'm proud of myself. I deserve a pat on the back, I think. So, it is currently -2 degrees Celsius outside. Yeah, completely different from yesterday, huh? Let me show you what has happened since yesterday. First of all, I'm out in the snow at the door. Love to see it. I instantly picked up the shovel and the snow did that like crunching sound of like packing snow, wet snow. And where I live, it's so dry and we don't normally get this type of snow. I'm from Ontario, southern Ontario, and it's very wet and humid there. So when it snows there, it's a lot like this kind of snow. So I think I'm going to take advantage of this and make a snowman because I don't normally get snow like this too often. Like, I actually can't believe that this... It's bright out here. This is the next day. Like yesterday. Yesterday it was gusting winds and 16 degrees. And now it is -2 and snowing. It's very bright out here. Oh, it's so bright. I want my sunglasses. Okay. I know my gloves are already gonna get wet. But I don't care. This is the best day of my life. Actually. Like, I know I said I can't believe it. But I can believe it. I just can't believe that it's packing snow. Like, this is actually the greatest day of my life. I feel like I'm a kid again. There's probably another Canadian somewhere screaming at me, telling me I'm not doing it right. But I don't care. Okay. This is actually hard work. I'm gonna leave. I want to leave it in a spot that's seen when you come down the driveway. I'm gonna put it over here. This is his butt. I need a drink. I don't even know if you can still see me. I should have put on my snow pants. Wow. If I had snow pants, well.
Okay. He's just gonna be a little guy because that's all the energy I have time for. That's all the... Did I say that right? I'm tired. Here's his head. Ah, shoot. His head and his butt are the same size. Guess it's a butt in a midsection. I'll make him a head separately. Knowing Renika, hi Renika, you always shout me out in your videos, so hi. I'm gonna take a little walk for you around the property because I know how much you like snow, which is kind of funny considering you don't live here where you should, where it snows 6 months out of the year, 7 months out of the year. I can hear her now. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, pretty annoying. Yeah, it's like snowfalls like this that I'm like, okay, it's not that annoying. I mean, shoveling it sucks because it's heavy. Yeah, shoveling sucks because it's heavy, but it's fun because you can throw snowballs at things, your friends, with permission. You know, I was that asshole kid. I didn't care. Wildlife be wildlifing. Okay, I'm making the head for the snowman. And then I'll show you the snowman, and then I'm going to take a little walk, and then I'm going to go back in the house and make more coffee, because... Wow! I don't even know what time it is. This shouldn't take me long. I'll just use the snow that's on the table. Okay, here's the head of my snowman. It's not perfect. Neither is my snow person. It's my child. Oh, that's gonna fall over so fast. I don't know what you can see. Can you even see the snowman? Now you can. I don't know. Let's go on a walk. I don't want to go too far on my walk, but I definitely need to get up close and personal with these trees. That's the magpie nest, which I should probably leave this area. But like, I can hear Renika now. It's so pretty. I was like, what is that? And I forgot. Brody brought a chair out to send to the property so he could look at / view the mountains. I don't want to go too far, she says as she keeps walking. yeah, there's lots of good area over here to sit and hang out and eventually build our house. So quiet. I'm gonna go have more coffee and a snack and work on some art maybe. I don't know. Let's go see Snowman. We're best friends. He's gonna be melted tomorrow, I just know it. Oh no. Somebody must have had too much fun yesterday. He's taking a nap. Sad.
For a cherry tree. And then in between will be a 2-gallon for the second of the Saskatoons. And then this will be a 5-gallon for the cherry tree. And then a 5-gallon for the golden elder. I just dug this one. This is where all the plates came from.
This is what it's like being an artist. Waiting for the sun to move past that cloud to this blue sky so I can photograph my art.